Okay, we're here in round one. We have the choice. I think we're going to play first.
I
And
like this. I'm
yeah,
okay with it.
give it a go. We got a turn progression going. I think Soulmender actually attacks to begin with until it cannot attack any longer. So this will be an interesting chance to see what the hell Soulmender does at the very least. I think everybody has been saying this card's pretty, lackluster in general. I mean,
We have the combo in our hand.
my main issue with Soulmender is that it's no Soul Warden. You know what I mean?
Fair.
If it was Soul Warden, I would probably consider it a little bit better than it is. But all right, we have our 2/5 drops.
Get in there, Soulmender.
Soulmender beats.
Do we want to play Capuchin Knight?
Absolutely.
Get in for 3 next turn?
Potentially. Or get in for 2 first strike and gain a life. Both those options actually not that horrible.
Alright, now we can't get in with Soulmender.
Cannot get in with Capuchin or Soulmender anymore, but at least we can counteract the damage dealt by Seacoast Drake. And actually now we can block, so that's kind of good. Let's just play our Griffin Sentinel and start to gear up for our late game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the really nice thing is once we play Archangel, we can immediately get value.
Yeah.
So I actually really like that aspect of Soulmender Archangel right now. Okay, it's actually not a big deal against Griffin Sentinel at all.
No. Yeah, see, this is the Flyers list I was saying that we'd be okay against. Hey, land.
Excellent. Really necessary, too. We can actually attack with our Capuchin Knight now, too.
With that.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice.
So you'd have to double block to get any sort of value out of it?
Yeah. Well, we don't have anything else going on, so let's do it. Oh, I guess we could have played Steel Form Sliver, but that's okay.
I'm okay with not just getting in for 3. And with Soulmender out, Archangel of Thune actually evades most red removal. All red removal?
Wait, which one?
With Soulmender. Oh, that's a good card, I've heard.
Foil Battle Driver. You know, our Archangel of Thune is more devastating. I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty good there.
Yeah. With Archangel of Thune and a Soulmender active, we can.
Well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're doing that plan.
Yeah.
I guess we can still attack with Capuchin Knight first.
Because.
If he blocks with Seacoast Drake, though, then we have to pump twice to not die, and then we can't do our Banisher Priest.
I'm okay with pulling him back and just getting rid of the Battle Driver right away.
Okay.
Because if...
Let's just guarantee we kill that Battle Driver. Another thing, too, if he uses his removal, I'd still rather him use it on the Priest than the Archangel, so...
Yeah, well, like I was saying, Archangel of Thune with Soulmender out will be beyond the 4 mana, or the 4 burns threshold of Chandra's Outrage.
Yeah, you're right. So then Archangel of Thune's even in a good place there, too. So I would like him, if he has the burn spell, to sort of bust it now. Alright, Marauding Mulehorn is actually, this is the place where he's really good, because we can even leave up the mana for Knight. I mean, if we get the mana to play Archangel, we're clearly going to, but otherwise we can just leave it back, which is really beneficial. Alright, we did get the land, so get to do the sweet play here. And this is actually just a huge tide turner.
Nuts. Too good.
So
we don't do any. Oh wait.
We swing with Griffin Sentinel.
Do we though?
I think we actually Soulmender now. We don't even give him a chance to respond and kill it.
Yeah.
So let's just do it now. It takes away the surprise factor, but it also just pre-pumps.
It's also good.
Yeah, it just pre-pumps our army. So I don't think attacking with the Banisher Priest is really in order either.
Griffin Sentinel, definitely.
He has the 3 toughness, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. We can double block the Marauding Mulehorn now with the Knight and Sentinel.
We could take 5.
We can also take 5. I guess we're at 24. This turn, since we're going to be getting bigger next turn if he can't deal with the Archangel.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, since we've already gotten out of the counterspell, he pretty much, even if he time ebbs or disperses the Archangel, we're still looking pretty good, being able to build up the army here.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, Canyon Minotaur.
Okay. So now we're looking at a pretty good turn here. So we'll play our land, and I think we're going to be swinging with the Sentinel, Capation Knight,
And
and
Archangel?
Archangel. Yep. Actually, I guess we could technically do Priest too.
I wouldn't want to risk him trading with that, though.
He would lose 2 creatures, though. No, I guess he could double block Drake Minotaur on it, and then I could only kill the Minotaur. All right, let's just play it safe then. I guess we're in such a prime position right now to really get some good damage through.
Do you want to Soul Mend or?
I'm gonna wait until I don't want to
Until
wait
it's
until
relevant?
until he blocks.
Yeah.
Okay, no block, so we'll gain the life.
And we're still at the lights level you're at. That's a pretty big Soul Mender. Yeah, not gonna lie.
Yep. So Soul Mender did do work this game. We actually made a mistake this turn by not preemptively playing a Dawnstrike Paladin, I think,
Yeah.
because he would have gotten pumped twice. So that was a mistake on our part, but that's okay. Still looking pretty good, and we'll definitely slam him now. But yes, he would be much better as a 4/6 Vigilance Lifelink. Okay, so we got the concession. He's red-blue, which is a very good color combination. I almost feel like Pay No Heed is probably going to be good. We don't know what his mixture of... Actually, I mean, the Show of Valor does essentially everything we want it to do against burn spells anyway. So that's probably... I'm willing to pay the extra mana to get the boost as well. Anything that's looking... Even the Brave is pretty good against burn. And
also good against Time Ebbs.
Yeah, it's good against Time Ebbs, it's good against Disperse, so... Good against pretty much everything.
I think we're fine.
Yeah, I actually don't think we have that much of a sideboard. Angelic Wall in this match may actually be reasonable because he's got at least Trained Condor and Seacoast Drake. So I might be willing to swap out like a Suntail Hawk for it because it doesn't look like the Hawk.
It's not going to get in at all.
Yeah, I mean it does block Trained Condor fairly well, but I just don't really... Seacoast Drake is just too annoying against it, so let's do the Angelic Wall, buy our time until we can win the game with Archangel. Sadly, it's like one of the few ways this deck has to win is this Archangel takeover. I guess we have a decent amount of flyers and masters, but like I said, we're a little bit damage light, which is not always good.
Yes.
Okay, this looks fine. A little bit slow on the slower side, but we have the removal and the tricks, and
we're on the draw.
Yeah, so I think this is certainly acceptable.
No,
we're actually on the play.
Oh, huh.
He wants us to play first, which is pretty fascinating.
It's weird.
He may have just evaluated that we weren't that fast, which is pretty correct. And in that case, why not just make us play the Archangel until he finds his answer for it? So this gives him the additional draw opportunity to find the Archangel answer. Maybe Essence Scatter or Cancel, whatever it may be. Alright, missing the drop here.
That's okay, we got Celestial Player. We can just wait it out.
Alright, likely killing that with Celestial Flare. If we get the mana, I'll do the Master instead. I'll do this instead, actually.
Soul Mender, yeah. Get in there. It can trade with the Trained Condor.
And if I leave the mana up, I can swing in with it too and do Show of Valor or something.
Are they missing land drops now?
We'll see. He probably plays it post-combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marauding Maulhorn is a thing, though.
It's got Canyon Minotaur in there too. The Battle Driver, quite good.
So I've heard. Maybe leave up Show of Valor?
Yeah. Oh, well, Pacifism.
No,
not as good against the Battle Driver, so I guess we just chill now.
Yeah. And you can gain 1 life.
Let's ditch a Show of Valor, because then... Well, no, because then that'll indicate that we probably have another one. I guess we can ditch...
Steel Form Sliver? It's the least...
Okay.
It's the most lackluster against, like, not big flyers, but just flyers.
I guess, I mean, I would rather have the Master of Diversion, so...
Oh my goodness. It's a 5/3.
It's okay. Ideally, he swings the Battle Driver. If he doesn't, I may have to make a bad trade here. Oh, I see. He's going to make the Battle Driver fly.
So...
Yeah, he's intelligently made the Battle Driver fly, so I guess we have to 2-for-1 ourselves. I'm not thrilled about it. In fact, I'm pretty unhappy about it, but I think given that we're missing the land drops, it feels necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And we still get to gain a life, I guess, so could be worse.
It's a, yeah.
Still just a mana away from playing some spells here. There we go. Alright, so we can drop the Master now. Celestial Flare is only going to eat a Trained Condor.
Which isn't bad.
Pacifism on the Battle Master is not bad either. We may have to do that, but he's got 4 cards left.
And they're
very
all like hasty creatures.
Alternatively, we can pacify the We're in a pretty challenging position now.
We're in this position now because we missed land drops. Let's be.
Yeah, let's try it. I'm trying to think.
Your fault,
I'm trying to think of the best way to work out of this hole. Do we want to pacify the Ogre Battle Driver just to prevent the Lightning Bolt that's gonna come next turn from just this? I almost feel like we have to go into damage prevention mode now, which Battle Driver is not the one that I want to do it on, but Trained Condor also not really the creature I want to do it on.
But all of his creatures with Ogre Battle Driver are just good.
Let's do pacify on the Trained Condor, just so we can take away the flying aspect of this.
And if he doesn't have a creature next turn, we can Celestial Flare.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want the Battle Driver wiped from the
face of the earth, yes.
From the board. So ideally, we can make that happen.
Oh, it's a guy.
Looks like we're taking 10 here.
I heard Ogre Battle Driver was good.
Pretty good. Pretty good card. I don't think we have much options. We got to do the Celestial Flare, and then we're still dead, I guess.
Yeah, so
Alright, we can force it, though, whatever. Pretend like we got double Celestial Flare or something.
Well, we're still dead no matter what.
He showed us more cards, so
yeah,
it was
true.
worth it.
But I don't think we should show him the Celestial
Flare. No, definitely not. Okay, so lost that game. Battle Drive is a big deal. I can't. He has a little more explosive a deck than we do. He didn't show us any burn spells though.
So maybe we're not
as
burn spells.
Yeah, it could be. I still like Brave and the Show of Valor, so I think we just need to hit our lands and we'll be fine.
Yep.
Maybe not fine. It's going to be a challenging match either way. He's got some good cards in there, but I think this is about as good as this deck is going to be able to do.
Yeah. But I did gain a lot of life.
Okay. In game 3.
Yes, we'll play first as we did last game.
Try it again. Yeah, this is pretty acceptable.
It's okay.
Master with the Shrieker. Seems like it's alright.
Master with Pacifism.
Yep, Master with Pacifism is pretty good.
Hey, sideboard card.
It is actually a relevant card in this match too. Stops the Battle Driver, stops the Condor, stops the Seacoast Drake, stops the Canyon Minotaur.
Hey, speaking of Seacoast Drake.
Sovereign's pretty good, but let's do the
Master
first, and then
it just utilizes mana better.
Yep. So Sovereign follow-up is actually, this will be an interesting.
It's really relevant against Battle Driver, actually.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. That's a great call. Very good against the Battle Driver. Very relevant against the Battle Driver. I'm trying to think if I'm willing to bust the Brave just. I think I am to protect my Master if he's willing to trade. So what I'm going to do is just swing here with Master.
What if he tap the
and then tap the Drake? Yeah.
Okay.
And I think at this point I'm willing to trade that because we've got another plan going on, sort of, you know, behind the scenes here. So go. Let's see if we can make that trade. Alright, that's pretty interesting. So I think what our plan is to play the Sovereign Brave just in case. I mean, just because we haven't seen removal doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
Yep. So good against hasty guys.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
The imposing sovereign.
Yeah, and I like traded for one, and then
Yeah. Pretty fascinating how our deck turned out since we got a fair amount of white rares. This would be a really nice opportunity to see Path of Bravery.
Yeah.
I've yet to try that card out or get a chance to play that card, so I'm fascinated.
We can play and equip Fire Shaker if we have a land. Which we don't.
All right, well that's
fair.
actually really relevant.
Yeah.
So here we go. And we actually still get the added bonus of protection from Brave, so I'm pretty happy about that. I think we do the Flare instead, though.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the potential to get in later with the yeah.
Flare that Condor.
And even if he has the counter spell for this, we still have the Brave. Or if he has the burn spell, we have the Brave.
Anything, just Brave.
It's actually the first time in Limited I've played the Brave the Elements.
Yeah, I wouldn't have advocated picking it if we weren't like this deep into white.
I think for the most part it's a little more difficult to play. Okay.
And we 2-for-2'd him, which is fine. I'm okay with getting rid of Volcanic Geyser.
If he's concerned about the Sovereign, then I want to save the Sovereign. Okay. Well, this guy has plenty of burn spells in his deck.
And he didn't choose to get rid of the Sovereign?
Yeah, that's interesting. Why did he want to get rid of the Sovereign and then he was just worried about the Master of Diversion? That's pretty fascinating. Alright, well that was a relevant draw. So we're going to do our Fire Shrieker and wait until we draw our land.
Yay, land!
Once we get that land, though, the Archangel with the Fire Shrieker is a surefire way to take a game over.
Yes. Especially since the life gain is pretty relevant against big, hasty dudes.
I'd prefer to not pacifism any Seacoast Drake. This looks like something. Yeah, that's actually an excellent pacifism target.
Yeah, because then he doesn't.
He never gets the full value. But if we get the land, we're definitely doing the Archangel Slam. All right, so gotta slam the Archangel.
Especially since he's tapped out of blue mana.
Yeah, and we've already missed out on Volcanic and Shock. So ideally, we get the attack with Archangel. That will make the difference. But we'll see if he's got the answer.
Second messenger.
Yeah. So second Volcanic Geyser, our opponent's deck quite excellent, or at the very least drew some excellent spells this game. So in a little bit more trouble now, since unfortunately Archangel was one of our main win cons. Yeah.
I think imposing sovereign.
Can't really. I mean, we're gonna equip, but we're just not really doing anything right now. So I guess we just have to hang out and hope we can draw some more threats here.
Were we gonna pacify the messenger Drake at all?
We could. I guess I'm waiting for something beefier since we still have it blocked, and he's not gonna get in with the Seacoast Drake. Unless he's got another creature, which I might want to, you know. And in that case, I can at least get in with my Sovereign.
Yeah.
Like, he has to play 2 creatures here, or else I can just get in with Sovereign. Like, that might actually just be the better pacify target.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey.
Well, maybe not now. Well, I probably don't have to pacify anything now.
I'd get in with Sovereign.
Definitely getting in with Sovereign.
Beats. That's what that is.
Still not really wanting to...
Pacify?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I think we're... Save it for the ace in the hole he may or may not have.
Yeah.
Guess we can re-equip. Not that it's super relevant there, but...
It's something to do.
Yeah.
It might be relevant. Not yet, but it might be.
Path of Bravery still looking like a fun option that potentially we can do.
Mhm.
Wish that Griffin Sentinel could get in. Can't really get in with Imposing Sovereign that well, so I guess we'll just play the Sentinel and continue to relax a little bit here.
Path of Bravery would be sweet.
We may pacify the Messenger Drake soon, and then we can actually start attacking with the Griffin Sentinels with no value loss. So that might be the best play here, since it actually starts putting a little more pressure on him.
Yeah.
It's dependent on what he plays, I guess.
Poor Archangel soon.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm okay with this plan now. So let's just lock down the 3/3 flyer
and just
swing in with the Sentinels. Yeah. If we can get rid of the other Drake too, eventually, that would be nice.
Incremental damage is okay, especially since...
Yeah, it's pretty much the only thing we have going on at the moment.
Yeah. Brave the Elements for the win would have been...
Yeah, I still feel like we played it in the appropriate spot.
Yeah.
He just happened to have a lot of removal that we didn't see. Yeah, unfortunately, Opportunity is a big game shifter. So now I'm not. We're gonna have to draw pretty hot, I think, for the rest of the game.
Path of Bravery.
And we have to hope that he just drew a bunch of non-relevant stuff there, which
all lands.
Really isn't that likely. So we are very significantly behind now.
We could have sided in Tome Scour and Meldeman.
Yeah, that's a legitimate plan, I guess.
Or Tome Scour plus...
It was necessary that he had the second Volcanikizer, so I'm very surprised that he did. Most people don't have multiple Volcanicizers since it's an uncommon, and especially the fact that he saw them both within the top half of his library, pretty relevant. So some challenging, some challenge there, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Yep. I mean, there's really nothing that we could have done to like sandbag the Archangel Thune until we got an active Soul Mender.
No, it would have taken too long. It looked like it was going to be an additional 4 or 5 turns.
And the thing about sensory deprivation, which we passed to him, I'm assuming. Oh, yep, there he goes.
Once again,
it's shut down by Imposing Sovereign.
Which is nice. But we still have to build up enough an army where we can eventually get in. This is actually kind of nice because it lets us attack into the Seacoast Drake with our Griffin Sentinel with the Fire Shrieker. So, but then I guess he just blocks. No, I guess he can block with the Battle Driver. So Master still can't quite attack in. Guess we could equip it with a Fire Shrieker and then at least force a trade.
Yes, I think that would be.
That might be the option. We'll see.
He has so many lands. So it's 6, 11. So most of his deck is cast now.
Okay.
And now we can't trade, but that's fine. We're gaining life.
Mm-hmm.
If we had that one destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Smelt? Or a Solemn Offering?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would have been nice.
There was a chance we could have picked that, and I didn't. But
it's fine.
I don't actually think we would have sideboarded into it because we didn't. Did we even see?
No.
We didn't see any auras. I don't think games 1 and 2. Actually, he's just played a bunch of spells we didn't see games 1 and 2. So we didn't really have a lot of luxuries in terms of sideboard strategy. That's a good target for the Fire Shrieker, I think.
Yeah, it's more effective than anything else. I hope he doesn't have... Well, Seismic Stomp doesn't even do that much against us.
We're still in a decent position. I'm just trying to think how we're really moving towards victory here, since we don't have much beyond the Archangel of Thune.
Dawnstrike Paladin?
Dawnstrike Paladin. It looks like we're just trying to go for the long game at the moment. I guess it's nice we can attack with Steelform Sliver, right?
Yes.
So at least forces a trade at the very least.
Yes, and he'll he may be playing around Celestial Fire at this point. Otherwise, he just trades. And we can re-equip.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess the Battle Driver doesn't do that much for him here.
Otherwise, we're just getting
Unless,
for 4.
I mean, he could have... Once he gets a burn spell on the Imposing Sovereign, the Battle Driver starts doing a lot more. That's actually kind of surprising to me that he took it. He didn't want to lose any of those cards. So it does look like we can re-equip here.
Yeah, the nice thing about Fire Shrieker is, like, we can move it around to have something to do. Like, it's 4 mana to Steel Form Sliver, swing, re-equip, and it's totally fine.
See if he wins.
Molten Birth is pretty good with
Oh, he lost it too.
yes.
That's good. You know, not to brag or anything, but I've won it like 3 times in a row. I swear I win more often than I lose with
Look
that.
at you go.
With that Molten Birth. That card is very good. I've played it with Young Pyromancer for just insane amounts of value. Okay, guess we're gonna do the old Steelform Sliver plan again. Now I guess he can trade with the Canyon Minotaur, but
I'm okay with that. Honestly, well, let's see.
is it even worth it? I guess not. We're in a better position to. He could just mill himself out, I guess.
Yeah, that's the goal. Otherwise, he's just gonna Volcanic Geysers for 22.
I don't know what the goal is. Goal is, I mean, he ran out of opportunity gas, so that's good. We are 5 cards ahead of him.
And gaining 1 life each turn.
Yeah, I mean, we've at least got something going on.
I guess with...
I will say the Imposing Sovereign has already done a lot of work this game.
Yeah. Additionally, Steel Form Sliver with Double Strike is...
Still looking pretty good.
Fine. Yeah.
It looks good as a defender, too.
It'll keep him from... Oh my goodness. Path of Bravery right now.
Yeah, no kidding. I do actually think the 16 lands is obviously the right idea.
Totally fine. We're doing okay.
I'm actually surprised that we got through all the opportunity gas that he had. Once again, Imposing Sovereign playing much better. I guess it's very much reflected when you're playing against Ogre Battle Driver, but
yeah.
It's surprising to see this card be as effective as it is, considering we just got done with Blind Obedience, which saw almost 0 play, and arguably better.
Yeah, well, Blind Obedience is removed by less, but it's just
Not as impressive.
Yeah. And I think at this point, we're gaining a lot of value from...
That's actually a good one to get. He actually doesn't have any other flyers for that, so why don't we just... Well, we don't have to re-equip until next turn, I guess, so let's just hang out.
We're getting a lot of value from the fact that we can survive an Alpha Strike.
It's true.
Whereas he will not be able to survive the backswing.
Yeah, and the Charging Griffin now is actually a big threat against him.
Woohoo!
I do want to be a little bit mindful of my time, especially if we're not going to be able to win via flyers, as the plan currently is. So I do need to be a little conscious of my time.
And I think re-equipping Steel Form Sliver
absolutely.
is smart.
He's going to 1.
Okay.
Now that's actually kind of curious to me why he would do that.
Curiouser and curiouser.
That is kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess the main reason is because of the Griffin Sentinels, which I probably should have swung with as well. And now, I mean, next turn, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. I'm really surprised we won that. I'm not going to lie.
Imposing Sovereign did work.
He got, obviously, extremely flooded.
So did we, though.
Yeah, towards the end we did, too. Our deck really shouldn't have been that resilient. I think I probably overrated what his creatures were. If you look at like his spread of creatures, they're mostly like playable and not like amazing. The Battle Driver is obviously an exception.
Yeah.
Drake is acceptable. These are just like time buyers, which really don't do that much against us. Ours are time buyers too, I guess, but
ours like do stuff like Angelic Wall blocks. Soulmender gains you
life.
so much advantage because they're not going to want to attack in.
We definitely have an odd deck, but I'm happy that we could take it against the battle driver. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you round 2.
Yeah.